presentations, techniques of business presentations, and then some interview techniques and PowerPoint presentations and more. Right. So let's get into the lecture. I'm Miss B.Aruna, Assistant Professor of English from PSL Set. Let's get into the lecture now. So firstly, when it comes to communication, what is the first important thing? It is listening, right? So communication requires both speaking and listening. It's not like only one person should speak and only one person should listen. So communication requires both speaking and listening. Speaking is also important, listening is also important. Good listeners understand messages clearly. Only if we listen properly, we can understand the content or the thing which is spoken clearly. So listening will improve the teamwork and learning, right? So whenever some person want to work among a team, so what is the main thing there? Listening is important. So listening will improve the teamwork and learning in their surrounding. Alright. Then why listening is difficult? So for some person, listening will be difficult to follow because there will be some technology distractions. Sometimes we will be busy in a mobile, or we will be distracted due to the notifications. Right. So likewise, there will be certain distractions, and then multitasking habits. While doing one thing, we will try to do some other things also. So this leads to multitasking. This will make listening difficult. And then lack of focus during conversation. So when one person is conversing, or when one person is saying something to the other person should listen properly. Instead of that, if the person remains less focused, means it will lead to misunderstanding, right? So lack of focus during conversation will also affect the listening process. Then what are the 3 keys to listening success? So to make a listening success, what are the 3 steps we can do? Firstly, we have to stop multitasking. While doing one thing, we have to focus on that. We should not do some other things. So firstly, stopping the multitasking. Then focus fully on the speaker. So when one person is speaking, we have to focus only on them, what they are speaking. Only then we can learn the things from that person, learn important ideas, important concepts from the speaker, and then avoid distraction. So if something is distracting you, you have to avoid it, right? Then next one, stop multitasking. So you have to give full attention to that conversation. Then avoid checking phone or emails in between the conversation. Then only your active listening will improve the understanding of the conversation, right? So you have to stop multitasking for making listening better. Then next one, focus on the speaker. So when a speaker is speaking, they have to maintain eye contact. So the person who is listening, they have to maintain eye contact with the speaker. Only then the speaker will know that the person is listening them. Then observe the body language of the speaker, how they are conversing, how they are depicting themselves, they are expressing themselves. Right. Then think about the message carefully. So what is the idea they are trying to say? Like that, we have to think about the idea or the content carefully. Only then we will be understand the main matter of conversation. So next we have interviews. So why do interviews help us? Interviews will help us to gain jobs. So it is the first stepping stone to join a job, right? So interviews will help the employer select the right candidate. So the person who is going to employ you will conduct interviews to test who is the best candidate among all the other ones. So what are the 2 common types in that? Formal interview and informal interview. These are the 2 common types. So formal interview means it will occur in professional environment. It will have structured questions. The questions will not be just in a flowy manner. It will have structure based questions. Then professional dress code will be there. So the dress code you follow should be professional and neat, right? So this is the formal interview kind of thing. Then what is the purpose? So purpose of formal interview is to evaluate the candidate skills. So what skills do the candidate have? So to evaluate them and to find out the best person, we are conducting a formal interview. And then to assess the knowledge and personality of the person. Then decide suitability for job position. So whether the particular candidate is suitable for the particular job the person has applied for. So like that we have to check the suitability of the person for the particular job position. So this is the purpose of formal interview. Then informal interview means it will happen in a casual conversation style. So unlike formal interview which will be very structured, this will have a very casual style and then it will be less structured. Then it is often used for preliminary screening. So just to lessen the amount of candidates, this informal interview will be conducted. Right. So what is the difference? Formal will be structured and it will have a very professional setting. But informal, it will be like a casual discussion and flexible questions will be asked. Right. The next one we have online meetings and conference meetings. So some kind of interviews or some kind of meetings will be conducted through online mode also. So during online mode, so how do we maintain our etiquette there? How do we maintain the meeting smoothly? So this is what we are going to learn. So online meetings are used for virtual communication. So many people will work from home, right? So for that kind of meetings, only online will be suitable. So it is useful for virtual communication, for seeing one person, that means eye to eye kind of meeting, right? And then examples, online business meetings and interviews. Some interviews will be conducted through online mode also. So how will you prepare for it? Firstly, you have to check your microphone, your camera and then speakers, whether everything is in working condition. Then you have to ensure the good internet connection, whether the internet is correct or if there is any issue, right? And then test devices before the meeting. So before the meeting itself, if you make sure everything is working properly, means your meeting, I mean the conduct of the meeting will be smooth and it will be easy to follow, right? There won't be any issues in between. Then audio tips. The audio tips means to maintain, that means to make sure that our voice is clear. So firstly, you can use headphones for clear sound. If you want to hear the other side carefully and clearly, you can use headphones for it or AirPods for it. And then from your side, you have to mute your microphone when not speaking. So it will help the other people to focus on it. If you switch on your microphone, means it will create a mess inside the meeting. You will create the disturbance. So that's why you have to mute your microphone from your side, and then avoid noisy environment. It is better for both the sides, the person who is listening, also the person who is conducting the meeting, right? So if you are inside a noisy environment, means you cannot listen to the meeting properly. And then if the person who is conducting is also should remain free from noisy environment, because the person who will be listening, they will also get benefited. So that's why noisy environment should be avoided from both the sides. Then what are the video tips? It is to maintain the visual things, right? You have to sit in a well lit area. That means it should not be a very dim area. It should be well lit area. And then camera should be at the eye level, because if it is above you or below you, the visuals that will be affected. And then avoid bright light behind you. So when you connect an online meeting or when you participate in an online meeting and when you switch on your video for it, you have to make sure of these things, okay? Because if the bright light is coming from behind you, means it will create a glare for the audience, so that will be affecting your video for that, right? The next one, how will you keep your presentation in online meetings? So firstly, you have to do your own presentation or you have to listen to somebody. So what should you do? You have to keep your presentation ready first. At the time of meeting, while something is going on, you should not go to somewhere, search something in your folder or anything. So you have to keep it ready before the meeting, and then share the screen when needed. Only when it is needed, you have to share the screen, and then speak clearly and confidently. You should not mumble inside your mouth. You should not speak in a very low voice. So whatever you speak should be audible to every person. So you have to speak clearly and confidently. Then, so what is the conclusion of this topic? Listening and communication are essential for the business skills. So whatever business things you are doing, whatever professional things you are going to do, what are the important things? Listening. Firstly, listening is important, and then communication is also important. So for interview preparation, if you prepare something before that, it will create success for you. So technology will help in modern presentation, right? So this is the conclusion of this topic. The next one, we have video conferencing. So video meetings, firstly, what is the introduction we have? For video meetings, we can use online communication tools like Zoom or Google Meet, right? And then in What areas are it used? It is used in academics and then job related meetings. So platforms like Google Meet is an example. It will save your time and effort. If somebody is not able to present physically in a video conferencing meeting, if somebody is not able to physically present during a meeting in an office or in any professional setting, they can join to the meeting through video conferencing mode. So it will save their time and effort. Right, and then it will enable remote collaboration. So collaboration will be smooth. Then audio and video setup. So how will you use it for video conferencing? Firstly, use proper mic and camera. Then prefer headphones because it will prevent the other sounds. And then do sound check before it. Learn when to mute and when to unmute. Then switch devices if needed. So if your current device is not working, if there is any issue in the working, you can switch your device. If you are connecting a meeting or if you are participating in a meeting through your mobile phone and suddenly it stops working, immediately you should not panic. You should immediately switch your device. Right. So this is the basic tips for audio and video. So what is the video etiquette for it? Sit in a well-lit area, the same thing, and then face the light source. So the light source should be before you, in front of you, right? And then maintain eye contact with the participants. Then avoid other distractions, and you have to dress in a professional manner. These are the video etiquettes for a video conferencing. Then how will you schedule the meetings? You can use Gmail or calendar for it. So there is a particular feature and you can use it to schedule the meeting. So you can set the meeting time. Then you can share the meeting link, invite the participants, and then use reminders for scheduling also, right? Then how will you present? So when presenting, you have to keep the content ready and then share the screen clearly, use proper slides, stay organized and speak clearly. So while presenting, these are the things you have to keep in your mind. The content you are presenting should be ready before going inside a meeting, right? So during a meeting, you should not maintain something like searching for it. Before that itself, you have to keep the content ready and then clear screen sharing, use proper slides. So you have to follow a particular order for it. So stay organized and speak clearly. Then what are the features? For features in an online meeting, you can change the background. So if somebody is not in a situation like or if somebody is traveling or something, they can change their background while going inside a meeting. And then use grid view and then pinning the participants, right? So if somebody is presenting and then immediately if somebody switches on the video, means it will create a confusion. So before doing that, if you pin the participant who is presenting the screen, means it will be easier for other participants also to focus on the conference, right? And then manage the layout. So whatever layout you are going to give, you can manage it and then reduce distractions while conducting a meeting. So what are the advanced tools? You can live stream the meeting and then raise hand feature. So this is used for asking doubts or anything, and then polls for interaction, then join to present only, improve the engagement. So these are the features and advanced tools in conducting a video conference. So collaboration. So how will you collaborate with the audience or the people who is inside a meeting? You can use Jamboard or whiteboard for it. And then brainstorming ideas. You can ask ideas from the participants. Then breakout rooms. So this is also an important feature nowadays. And then group discussions. So these are all some techniques of collaboration. How you collaborate with the team members. Then interaction. So what are the tools we can use for it? Use Q&A feature. And then you can ask questions to the audience. And then you can collect their responses to it also. So while conducting the meeting, you have to maintain engagement with the audience, right? So improving the clarity. So these are all the collaboration and interaction tools. So while conducting a video conference, you can use all these features, some Blackboard or Jamboard, and then brainstorming ideas from the audience, and then breakout rooms, right? So these are all the important tools. Then next we have camera and recording. So you can reverse the camera if needed. If you want to show something, you can reverse the camera when needed and then show your notes or board. And then if the meeting is going to be recorded, you have to inform the participants about it, that this meeting is going to be recorded. And then you can use captions for better understanding of the language. Then maintain clarity while recording, right? So these are all important points to be kept in mind while recording the meeting. why should you inform the audience about in recording means if somebody is not in a mood to switch on, they're not in a mood. I mean, if somebody is not in a situation or not in a place which is very suitable for recording means they can either switch off their video or do some other kind of things, right? So for that you have to inform the participants about the recording, or in between there will be some disturbances. So next one, we have importance and usage. So why does video conferencing help us means it will improve the communication and then it will build confidence. It will help explain the ideas. It is important for academics and will enhance the skills. So why should you use video conferencing means if somebody is not suitable or if is not available to attend the meeting, they can connect it through online mode or participate through online mode. So this will improve the communication, it will build their confidence. If somebody is not very confident means what will we do? Firstly we will practice it through video conferencing mode, and then while practicing it in real eye-to-eye contact, it will be helpful for them, right? And then how will you use the conference means you can use visuals more because it is a presentation kind of thing. So instead of showing many paragraphs, many words, you can use visuals more for some better understanding, then less text. So this is what the same thing. And then font size should be greater than 24 because if you use small font means not everybody will be able to see it properly. So that's why you should take care of the font size while presenting in an online meeting. And then while reading, you have to avoid reading from the slides. So you should not just keep reading from the slides. You have to maintain an eye contact with the audience. You have to look at the camera time to time. So likewise, you have to maintain a smooth conversation. A smooth conversation. Okay. And then you have to keep it simple. So these are the importance and usage of it. Then what is the structure we have to follow means firstly the introduction. So whatever thing you are going to present, firstly it should be the introduction. You have to give some basic idea about what you are going to present. And then what is the research question, what methodology you are following for it, then what did you find out, the results, and then lastly the conclusion, right? So how should be the flow of the presentation means you have to start it with an overview, a basic idea. You have to explain your concepts, then present the data you have gained, or present something which you have newly found, okay, and then analyze the results, and then lastly conclude properly. So while doing a conference meeting online, you have to maintain a proper structure and flow. So firstly the introduction, and then the research question, what is the main thing we are going to discuss, then what methods did you use to find out, then what are the things you have found out from it, the results, and lastly the conclusion. So the flow should be starting with an overview, a basic idea explaining the topic, then what are the concepts you have used for it, then presenting the data you have identified, then analyzing the results, then lastly concluding properly. So how will you keep the audience engaged? So you can focus on key points. If you just go on talking in a lengthy way means the audience can lose their attention. So you can focus on key points and avoid extra details. So whatever is unnecessary you can avoid it. Then you have to keep it relevant to the topic only. You should not say irrelevant things related to the topic, right? And then speak clearly and maintain the interest. So when you are conversing, the interest should be maintained, because if the audience lose the attention means it will be of no use, right? So these are the ways to keep the audience engaged. Then practicing. So before doing something, before a video conferencing, you can practice many times because it will help to improve the flow. Then check timing. So what timing you take to complete the whole presentation. So this will help you to reduce errors while presenting, because the practice beforehand will save many errors, and then you will learn many things. While doing the errors, you will learn many things, and then you will be able to correct those mistakes. So it will help you to gain confidence for it, right? And then time management is also important. You have to follow a particular time limit for it. So it should not be very too short also, not too much lengthy also. The time limit should be followed, and then keep the content short. you have to avoid over explaining things, and then you have to manage speed while talking, right? And then stay precise. Stay precise means you should not say irrelevant things, or you should not drag the topic in a lengthy manner. Okay, so these are the things which should be kept in mind. You can practice. So how will practice help? It will help to improve the flow, check the timing before it, and then it will help you to reduce errors and gain confidence. So time management, in the sense, you have to follow a particular time limit for it, keeping the content short. You should avoid over explaining things, then managing the speed of your tone, then staying precise of the content. Then delivery skills. So how are you going to deliver your presentations? How are you going to present yourself? So you should not read from the slide. So the audience can already view the slide, they can read it. So it is not necessary to read completely from the slide. What you should do is, you have to explain to the viewers or the audience, and then maintaining eye contact with the audience, using natural tone, right? And then showing confidence and using gestures for it. So these are all some delivery skills you can use. So next topic, what do we have is debate. So when a debate is happening, it is like a conversation. Some topic will be given and people will share their ideas, right? So brainstorming and organizing ideas. So how will you conduct a debate? Firstly, you have to think individually before giving your ideas. Then using the keywords, writing key ideas, group discussion, then collecting points. So these are all the things we have to do before a debate. So you have to select strong points for it, remove the weak ones. What is irrelevant, you can leave it off, and then combine the ideas, arrange logically, and then prepare a structure for it. So this is the organizing ideas part when it comes to debate, right? So what is the speech structure you can use? Firstly, it is the same thing, the introduction, then giving a preview for it, and then main points. What main points do you have for it? Then what evidence you have for your argument, and then lastly the conclusion. So how will you build your argument? Firstly, you have to say the reason why you are supporting it or neglecting it, and then what evidence you have for it, and then how you analyzed it. Then if there is any linking element, you have found in that, and then the strong conclusion giving, that means which supports your main argument. Okay, so this is what the speech structure should be followed while giving a debate. So firstly the introduction, then the preview, then main points, then evidence, conclusion. So how will you build the argument? Firstly, you have to say your reason. So debate itself is to why you support it or why you neglect it. That will be mostly a topic in a debate. So firstly, you have to say your main reason, what evidence you have for it, then how did you analyze it, then any link, and then the strong conclusion. Okay. So next we have teamwork and skills. So how does teamwork help you? It will divide the roles, right? So if somebody is not able to do something as one person, teamwork will help us. So dividing the roles, one person will do something, another person will do another thing. So you can assign speakers, then prepare summary, plan rebuttal, practice together. So these are all some basic things in teamwork. So before doing something, you can assign the speaker for it, prepare a summary of the particular topic. Then plan rebuttal means it is a formal written document. So what you are going to do, what is the main idea, you can plan a written topic for it. Then practicing together. So this is also will help in an effective teamwork. So what are the skills we can get from teamwork means clear speaking. So if many persons are going to explain their ideas means the speaking will be very clear. You have to speak in a very clear manner. Then logical thinking, confidence, listening, and quick response. Only in a teamwork all this can happen. So when one person is speaking, the other person will automatically listen to it. Then after listening, they will give a quick response to it. So these are the skills you can learn from teamwork. So next topic we have is product profile. So product profile means whatever product we purchase. So there will be some profile for it, right? So if you buy any technical product for it, for example, any kind of technical product, so you will be given any kind of manual or something that will describe the product, right? So what is the definition and importance for it? A product profile will describe about the product, list the features of it, show the benefits, define the requirement, and then it will add value for it. So if you have bought any product, you would have known it. Firstly, product profile will describe, so why is this product used, and then it will list the features of the product. Then what are the benefits of using the product. Then requirements, so why can we use the product, and then it will add value to the product also. Alright. Then what is the importance? It will align team, it will help planning, guides development, improves clarity, and then supports decisions. So while forming a product profile, it will help us to align the team. Some team will be aligned, and then it will help to plan. So why this product will be used? The people will plan and form a product profile, and then it will guide the development of the product also. So it will improve clarity. So if somebody is not able to use it properly, means on seeing the product profile, they will get some ideas to use it, right? So what are the writing tips we have for product profile? Means firstly you have to know the audience. For example, if you are buying a children product, then who will use it? Mostly children will only use it. So depending on the audience, you have to write your content for the product profile, and then focus on the benefits. Use simple language so that everybody can understand, and then add storytelling. Then use visuals. So you can use some visuals to know the person how to use the product. Use bullet points, use keywords, then add images, keep it simple, make attractive. So these are the writing tips we have for product profile. Okay. Next we have circular. So circular means it is a form of official communication. So it will be sent to many people, right? So it will share any kind of information. So in schools, offices, colleges, so whatever professional settings we have, so how does the main information pass to all the people in the particular organization? Means it is only through a circular. If a holiday is announced, or if there is a general instruction, they will pass it only through a circular. So it is an official mode of communication, and it will be sent to many people at one time. Many people will be able to receive it, right? And then it will help us to share the information. So it is used in offices, schools, colleges. So whatever organization we have, the main official mode of communication will be happening through a circular only. So the format will be very formal, right? So what are the uses of it? Announcement can be made, any updates about an upcoming event, or invitations for any kind of meetings or notices. Okay, and then marketing. So if a product is going to be sold, means the particular organization will prepare a circular like thing to promote their product more, right? So these are the uses of circular: to make some announcement, to give some updates about the future events, invitations, notices, and then marketing. So what are the advantages we have through circular? Means it is very simple only. It does not take so many costs to make it. So it is cost effective, time saving. At one moment, many people will be able to receive it. So it helps to reach a wide range of audience, and then clear communication. So if something is communicated in a professional manner like this, means it will have a clear kind of communication. Nobody will get some confusion in that. Okay. Next we have script writing. So script writing is an important thing when it comes to movies, dramas, right? So what are the introduction and basics for it? Firstly, we have to write dialogues when it comes to a script. So it is a very creative process. We have to think, analyze the audience, and then we have to write it properly. So it is used in films. It will have a structured format. So the format will be a structured thing, and then storytelling will be also followed. So what are the basics we can follow for it? You can read other scripts to get some idea. You have to learn the structure. Only then it will help to improve the creativity. Then understanding the audience, practice writing. So these are the basics for script writing. Then while writing a script, you have to take care of all these things: the story, world, and characters. What story you are going to say to the audience, right? And then what characters you are going to include in your story or drama. So firstly, the time period, in what time period it is going to happen, where, the location, and then what theme it is going to follow, and then the environment, atmosphere, And in character, what main characters are you going to use? The strengths and the weaknesses of the characters, the goals and challenges the characters are going to face, right? So while writing a script, all these things should be taken care of. Alright. Then supporting roles. So when it comes to a movie or any kind of visual things, supporting roles will also be there apart from the main heroes, right? So firstly, interaction. So you have to interact with the other members, and then support and opposition. Then you have to add depth to the character, create conflict, and then you have to improve the story for it. Alright. Then story flow. How should be the story flow? Firstly, the introduction, and then the conflict means what is the main problem. Then rising action, then climax, then lastly the resolution means where everything gets solved. So in draft writing, what can you do? You can follow the structure. Okay, so before the main thing, you have to firstly write a draft for it. So you can follow the main structure, write scenes for it, add conflict, improve ideas and revise later while doing a draft writing. So this is for script writing. Next we have writing and paraphrasing. So when you paraphrase something, what are the main things you have to keep in mind? Okay, so firstly, while writing introduction, you have to catch the attention of the readers, and then you have to give a background for it, then present the topic, define your purpose, and lastly thesis statement. What is the main statement you are going to provide to the audience? Then paraphrasing, it means it is to rewrite in your own words. So when you rewrite, you have to make sure that the meaning is kept same, and you have to simplify the content while paraphrasing. You have to avoid plagiarism. That means you should not copy from other sources without giving credit to them. Okay. So it will help to improve the clarity. So if you are reading some complicated article or anything, a paraphrased document will help to know the document better, because it will have a clarified meaning there. It will be rewritten in some simple words. So that's why paraphrasing will help us. And while paraphrasing, you have to make sure the meaning is kept same without altering the main idea. Okay, and the main thing is you have to avoid plagiarism while paraphrasing. So what are the steps? Firstly, you have to understand the content, what content is there, and then highlight the keywords, then replacing some tough words, rewriting the sentence, and lastly reviewing it. So these are the steps you have to follow. So next we have job application. So when it comes to job application, so what do we have? Resume and cover letter are very important while applying for a job. So it will give a first impression to the employer. It will show your skills and qualifications. It helps in getting interview calls. It must be clear and professional. So these are the things while applying to a job, you have to keep it in mind. So what is a cover letter? It is a one-page document submitted with resume. It will introduce the applicant. It summarizes professional background. So professionally, it will describe about the particular candidate. So it will usually have 250 to 400 words. It will highlight your interest in jobs. Alright. So what is the importance? It will attract the manager's attention. So the person who is going to employ you, if they read the cover letter, means it will attract their attention. So it will encourage them to read the resume of you. So it will show your better communication skills. Not every person will go and apply to a job with a cover letter also, right? So many will apply only with a resume or a CV, only with these things. But if you attach a cover letter to it, it will enhance your skills, your communication skills. So it will create a positive first impression. You will stand out from others. Okay, so it will show you unique among them. So good versus bad cover letter. So good letter will increase the selection chance, bad letter will lead to rejection. So it should be clear and concise. So in a cover letter, you should not include personal details, something like that. It should be very clear and concise related to the job content only. So you should avoid copying the resume content. So you should not copy what you have given exactly in your resume. That is not good. So it should be very well structured. Structure should be followed while writing a cover letter. Then what are the features? It should have a professional tone. The format should be professional. Focusing on the job role, you have to design your cover letter. So depending on the suitability or the conditions of the job, we have to draft it. So as per the company regulations, you can customize it. It should have clear introduction and conclusion, and it should be error-free writing. There should be no mistakes while writing a cover letter. So what are the steps? You have to start with name and address, then date, then recipient details, who is going to receive it. Firstly, you have to begin with proper introduction, then why you are writing it, the purpose of writing. Okay, you have to mention it. And then you can write about your background skills, your educational background, your professional background, everything. Then your qualifications, any skills relevant to the job, showing the interest in the particular organization or company. So all these things should be kept in mind. So you have to it should be very clear. Okay, clarity should be maintained. So these are the steps. Firstly, name, address, date, then who is going to receive it, then introduction. So why you are writing it, your background, your qualifications, skills, and why you are interested in working in that company, and then clarity. Okay, then what else can be included? Any additional strengths, and explain why you are suitable. Many people will be coming to an interview, and you have to explain why you are suitable for that position. Okay, you can include your additional strengths for it. You can add any additional skills you have learned related to that field. Okay, and then concluding effectively, thanking the employer, and then lastly you have to add your signature. So resume. So resume means it is a formal document for job application. So when we apply for jobs, it is a formal document which will help us to apply for it. It will list the qualification and skills of the candidate. It will be accompanied by cover letter. It will highlight the achievements, and it will help in getting interviews. Only by looking at a resume, a particular organization will call you for interview. So what is the importance? It will create first impression. It will show your professional identity. Your job opportunity will be increased, and then your skills will be represented clearly. Okay. So while making a resume, it should be very well organized. So you should follow a particular structure while making a resume. Alright. So what are the features? It should be simple and professional, easy to read format. It should not be very complicated for the employer to read about you. So it should be easy to read. Clear heading should be used, bullet points, and then concise information should be presented. Alright. So choosing a format. So you have to choose a suitable resume format for it, using templates if needed, keeping the layout simple, using readable fonts. It's the important thing. And then bullets and headings. Then your contact information is also very important while giving a resume. Your full name at the top should be present with your email address, phone number, your city and state, and then clearly visible section. Okay, so this is how a format of a resume should be. So professional profile. So a resume will show your professional profile, right? So it is a short summary of your career. What all you have did till then, it will contain a summary of it. Your skills and strengths can be included, mentioning the job role or the interest in the job, and then achievements. You have to make an impact while giving a resume. Okay, so make it impactful. Your education and experience should also be added. Your education details, where did you study, what degree you have earned, and then mention the GPA if needed. Then your work experience and responsibilities you have had before the job or the interview. Okay. So you can also highlight your skills and certification, your hard skills, what technical skills you have, what soft skill you have. What are skills that matches with your job requirement, you can include it using keywords, then practical usage. Alright, then add relevant certifications. So related to the job, if you have any relevant certificates, you can include it. Then mention any course name if you have studied related to the job, and then include the issuing organization, which organization gave the particular certificate, the completion date, then ongoing certifications. If something is ongoing, means you can also include that. So what are the additional sections you can include? You can add volunteer work. If you have did any volunteer work, you can include it. Achievements, interest, extra activities, and then keep it, whatever you are adding, you have to keep it relevant to the job profile. Alright. So CV. So CV means it is a detailed academic document. So till now we saw about resume. This is about CV. This will show the complete career history. It is used for academic purposes. It will be longer than resume. So it will include the research and publications also. Okay. So resume will be usually short, 1 to 2 pages only, but CV will be detailed and long. So resume focuses on skills. CV will focus on the academics. Okay, so it is used for different purposes. So what are the features? Resume will emphasize your skill. It will be used in companies. It is short and concise. It will focus on experience. It is customized for job. But CV, it is for academic achievements. It is used for research and education related jobs, your publications, detailed information about your career, and then your whole history. I mean the career history will be mentioned in CV. Okay, so resume will be used for any industry kind of jobs, and then CV is for academic related jobs. So resume is mainly for freshers, and then CV is for when you go to a higher level, okay, some higher studies, or when you promote your job, you can use CV for it. So depending on the requirement, you can use resume and CV. So that's why resume and cover letter are very important, and CV will be used for academic field. Proper format is very essential while drafting a CV or resume, and then clear communication matters while doing these things, and it will help in career growth, right? So when it comes to job application, resume and cover letter are very essential things. So depending on the requirement, you can use your CV and resume properly. Okay. Why we are using it means for clear communication. When we apply to jobs, there should be a clear communication between the person who is applying and the organization. So that's why we should show our professional experiences in a concise manner, in a clear communicated manner. So that's why we use the CV and cover letter. Okay. So thank you.